Warning, this show contains strong language and topics that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised.
Halloween, a night of fear, torment, and suspense.
Spooky! Oh, Jesus!
But until then,
we'll do a podcast about wrestling.
Oh, jeez, this is stupid.
Suplah in a cell. If you don't find us, we'll find you.
Well, all right, we won't actually find you, but we'll. If you don't show up, we'll be sad, and it's just not worth dealing with.
I'll be there.
Hello, Suplah City, and welcome to another edition of the Suplah. I am ill, and I'm Andy Kwan. With me as always, he's ill as well. Here's Liam Dunn.
And he decided to go out on a Friday night.
Yeah.
And we don't know what happened because he blacked out. I think he was roofied because he can't remember anything. And we think he's somehow, I don't want to say kissed someone because that implies, physical human contact.
I have had physical human contact before.
But he is somehow contracted.
Wow, I don't have AIDS.
He has somehow got the cold.
Preciously.
And he's passed it on around the house. Keelan is upstairs ill at the moment. I'm coming down with it as we speak. So this is why the Suplah was, one, delayed by a day, and two, why this is probably going to be a slightly shorter episode. There's no riddle. I can't do a riddle. He's fucking here. I can't do a riddle when he's right next to me. This is why I don't want to do the Suplah with him in my room. So there's three major things that I think people want us to talk about. And we may as well go in order of how it's happened. So the first major thing, this past Sunday, No Mercy.
Shit.
Well, let's give our story.
Okay.
We haven't actually seen the whole of No Mercy. We're very bad at our job, clearly. Well, this isn't a job.
I don't get paid.
But we're very bad at this.
You gonna
because
pay me?
This is why I don't want him in the room. So we went to go and see No Mercy at a bar in Lincoln, where we currently live. And as we were going there, Andy was checking his phone, and he went, "Oh, shit." I went, "What?"
I do not sound like that.
He went, "Oh, shit."
That's not how I sound.
I was like, "What's wrong?" He went, "The main event is starting, No Mercy." I was like, "What? Why?"
The main event is starting, No Mercy.
Okay, you don't have to do an impression of me doing an impression of you.
Impression section.
But Andy said that the main event was starting, and that's because apparently there was a presidential debate going on the same night. Mm-hmm. So WWE, in their infinite wisdom, thought, "Oh, I know what's a great idea. Let's put the main event on first, so that people who want to see the main event can watch that, and then they can fuck off and watch the presidential debate."
Now, that would have been alright, had it been the Monday Night Raw episode, but the problem is, this thing is on the WWE Network, which is on demand, which means I could watch it now if I wanted to. I'm not going to, but I could do. So it doesn't make any sense. There's no ratings that you got to go against. And because it's on the network, it's not like people are actively buying this pay-per-view, except bars. And that's it. So
Exactly.
what was the point?
That's the thing. If you wanted to watch the presidential debate, but No Mercy was going on at the same time, you could watch the main event. Yeah, sure, you could watch the first match. But then you could go and watch the presidential debate and then come back to No Mercy later that night because it's on demand.
And
That doesn't make it... And that's the problem that I have with No Mercy. It was such a weird show. I mean, we were at the bar, like we said. I'm sorry for looking like shit. Like Andy said, I'm currently falling ill. But we were at the bar, and we watched the main event, and then it got to the next match. I can't even remember what the next match was after that. Regardless, we stayed for whatever match that was. I think it might have been the Tag Team Championship. Or was it Carmella versus Nikki Bella?
I think we saw Carmella and then the tag belts and then the Baron Corbin thing we left halfway through.
Yeah, so we got to the Baron Corbin match, and we were just like... Now, the problem is, I knew that Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt were going to main event the pay-per-view. I didn't know why, but I knew they were going to. But with the streak that Bray Wyatt was on at the time, I was convinced Orton was going to win. I was like, there's no point. I know what the result was going to be. Turned out I was wrong anyway. But I was like, there's no point. So during the Baron Corbin Jack Swagger match, in its infinite entertainment, as you can imagine that match would be, we decided to just go home. And we haven't watched it since. And that is the main issue that I have with the show. And I know I can't really critique a show that I didn't really watch all the way through, but it just started off weirdly. Like, the theory behind it, I get. It would have made sense if it was 10 years ago.
Yeah, but even the theory 10 years ago doesn't make a lot of sense, because if you've paid for this event 10 years ago, you are going to actively watch it because
Yeah.
you've paid for it.
Yeah.
It's not like a free show where you just flick the channel between Raw and the presidential debate. That's stupid. If you've actively paid for something,
Don't do that.
if you've actively paid for something, you are going to watch it because you've paid for it. No one pays for something and goes, I'm not going to use this thing or do anything with it, because you'd be stupid. So,
Well, it's
even
like with
then that
us,
doesn't make sense.
with the bar that we went to. We already paid a £5 membership, like, back in September, which covered Backlash that we went to, and it will cover every WWE pay-per-view for a year or so, isn't it?
I think
membership.
It just covers membership.
Oh, it just covers membership.
Yeah.
So we didn't have to pay either.
I'm going to turn that up. It's not my fault I'm texting girls, is it?
She says she just wants to be friends with you. Stop trying to make it sound better than it is. So, yeah, we didn't watch No Mercy, and I have no interest in watching No Mercy. The main reason, I've seen the main event. And that is my major issue, and that's why we can't really critique it. I can critique the triple threat match. It was a good triple threat match. It was a slightly screwy finish. Like, I don't understand these double pin things in triple threat matches. Like, it's such a like, because that's the thing, right? Because I remember me and you watching it, and we got confused as to what happened, because AJ Styles tapped out when Cena and Dean Ambrose had him in a submission hold.
Yes.
And then we were confused, because we thought, right, is the match continuing, or is it finished? Is it a draw, or is it finished? And AJ's going to get eliminated.
It just continues.
Yeah, but it's just, even the commentators seemed confused as to what was happening.
Well,
Everyone seemed confused.
It was just stupid. Like, the issue is that in a normal situation with that,
It's making a noise!
in a normal triple threat, wouldn't AJ just get eliminated and they'd be like, fuck it, you two fight? Like, is that how it works?
I don't know.
It's just stupid.
That's the thing that annoys me. The problem that I've always had with WWE is that they change their rules depending how they want their story to be. And that might be their policy. Vince might be like, no one cares about the rules. But that's what causes these confusions, right? You can't say that somebody can retain a WWE championship when they clearly tapped out in the middle of the match, and yet they're somehow still the champion, right? But then in the next storyline, you would vacate it because, AJ Styles, he tapped out, we have to vacate the belt. You have to pick, and like, this is what keeps consistency, continuity in your stories, because otherwise, I understand that the fluxing rules or whatever it is.
Fluctuate.
That's the word.
I'm clever.
I understand that would help you write more stories, but surely by putting limitations on you, you would have better stories and ones that make more sense.
If you know it's bad when the commentators are like, I don't know. And what makes it worse is, doesn't Vince like feed them lines through their headsets and stuff? So
I don't know.
that probably means that Vince doesn't actually know.
So that's concerning as to who would know.
No one knows.
No
It's
one
like
knows.
that Queens of the Stone Age song. Da, 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 da. This is shit. So yeah, No Mercy was not good, so we left.
So we left. We left halfway through Jack Swagger and Baron Corbin, and we never looked back. Although the bartender was giving us weird looks because we were leaving.
It was crap. What? The main event of the show started the show for no reason.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
that's like
SmackDown and the commentators were like, we do things differently on SmackDown. Well, if that's how you do things differently, your show fucking sucks.
And sometimes different isn't always good.
No. So we may as well move on to the second bit of news that people want us to talk about. We had these in our live streams, our WWE 2K16/17 live streams that we've
Let's
been doing.
go, Derek.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Let's go, Derek.
People have asked us, Paige has been suspended again.
At this point, I don't care.
For a second time. She's not even come back from the first. Now, a lot of people said that the first...
get rid of her, then.
A
What's the point?
WWE suspended Paige. And they never gave out a reason why, but then Paige went to Twitter and said, same shit, different day. And then she mentioned, don't don't go to a doctor's, kids, or something like that. She was basically saying that whatever she had used and had been hit for was prescribed medicine due to her neck injury and going through the surgery. WWE then bounced back. Now this is when you know shit has got bad. When WWE sends out an official response, right, to Paige's response on Twitter, and they said that they had busted her for an illegal substance.
Smoke weed every day, allegedly.
And then Paige went quiet.
Oh, great.
Paige went quiet. Now, I don't think it's weed, because apparently that's only a fine. They don't get suspended
So
for
it's
it.
really bad then?
Well, I read many years ago that Randy Orton is a big cannabis user. But obviously he's one of their top stars, so they can't put cannabis as one of the things.
Cannabis!
Hello, bros.
So, Randy Orton, Brian Kendrick, Rob Van Dam, they're big cannabis users, and they're well known backstage to be cannabis users. And someone like Randy Orton apparently is so high up and earns so much money that if they fine him for smoking a joint on property, it doesn't matter to him. And that's why cannabis isn't on it. So to be nabbed for an illegal substance really is quite concerning as to what Paige has been doing, whether it's true or not. I don't want to say that WWE has been the most respectable company, but there's a chance there is a truth to what they said. Like I said, Paige never made an official response. If a company that I worked for accused me of doing a illegal substance when I know I hadn't, one, I would make sure that everyone who knew me knew that was a lie.
Well, that's defamation then.
And two, I would ask for my release.
Oh, I would sue WWE to the...
So the fact that she's gone quiet proves to me that maybe WWE is actually in the right. I don't know. She was caught up with TMZ Sports, because we all love TMZ apparently, don't we? Where she was arm in arm with Pappy. And can I just say, I've said this many times, Paige, we get it. You're in love. You've got a boyfriend. Good for you. Great for you. Well done. Stop fucking posting about it. Stop making your entire world about Alberto I don't give a shit about Alberto Del Rio. Why is your Twitter and your Instagram and well, not your Facebook, because that's run by the company, but why are the things that you own, why is it always about him? I don't care about him. He's gone from the company now. Who cares? I'm sorry, I've never been a big fan of his in the first place. He's always come across as a twat.
It's like that girl on Facebook, or that guy on Facebook, because it's, you know, both.
Are you assuming their genders?
No. And, like, they're just always posting pictures of their, like
their boyfriend or their girlfriend.
girlfriend,
Yeah, and it's just like,
fucking
look.
annoying. Just
It's like,
stop. I don't care.
Yeah.
Do not care. Do not care. Please stop.
you know when the first time I posted on Facebook about my girlfriend?
When?
It was only on her birthday.
Well, that makes sense.
We've been together for quite a long time.
That's a great sentence.
I know it is. That's why I'm rolling with it. Alright, we've been together quite a long time. But the first time was for her 22nd birthday. That's the only time I've ever acknowledged her on Facebook. I know I've acknowledged her on the Suplah, but I don't go, oh, my girlfriend's so beautiful. Don't you think? Oh, isn't she great? Isn't she great, Andy?
No, because I would be
God.
dating him.
See, I don't do that. Plus, she kind of stalks the fucking show itself.
A wild Keelan.
While Keelan appears and goes. So, yeah, I just want Paige, and I think with the way...
Page.
No, I was going to say I just want Paige to go, but then I changed my track of thought.
I thought you might be
I mean,
jealous.
train of thought, not track of thought.
Wow.
That's not a
Like
word.
try, like instead of going like just literally like a track, like a brum, brum, get out the car. Brum, brum.
You're going to regret ever sitting next to me. You thought the old days of the Suplah was bad where I threw fucking bottles at your head. Oh, just you fucking wait.
Oh, let me have one for fuck's sake! I never get one over you, ever. Just give me one. Just give me a shot. Give me a.
Great! Fucking brilliant!
And I ruined that one.
I believe that the way that Alberto Del Rio left the company on very bad terms, the rumours that WWE has been trying to separate the two. What are you looking at me like that for?
You made a weird noise.
You guys are coughed!
You went I was like.
I coughed. You've got no fucking parents to protect you now, you little cunt. Yeah, that's fear. That's fear in your fucking eyes. Dickhead! Right, sorry. Anyway.
Why are we friends?
I don't know. I don't know either. So I believe that there's a conspiracy going around that she's purposely getting nabbed for suspension so that she will be
Just
released.
ask for your release. It's far easier. And to be fair, WWE would probably go, yeah, right, then fuck it. Because what's the point? Like,
especially with what's been going on. Like, if they let Cody Rhodes go, they'll probably let Paige go.
yeah, it's like, just go, I don't want to be here anymore. Okay, bye. Like, that's it.
Yeah. So, that's our thoughts on Paige. But here's the one thing here's the next piece that I want to talk about. Andy wants to talk about. And I think all of you have been watching us.
And
talk
Derek
about.
wants to talk about.
And Derek. Just put Derek, like an advert for Derek's Twitter here, somewhere on the page.
Put it on my face. There you go.
So, we have been playing WWE 2K17. If you haven't been keeping up with our YouTube channel,
Hashtag 50 quid.
Hashtag 50 quid, which you totally should be. Me and Andy bought WWE 2K17 on release day, and we have been doing mild let's play, shall we say. We had a failed one at the start, and then we did a second one later that day. We're doing this now. We're hoping to get another one out soonish if we can clear up our illnesses. Yeah, we're both fucking ill. Great idea sitting next to each other. Dickhead.
You were saying?
So we may as well talk about our thoughts on the game. Wow, is it broken? It's very broken.
It's more broken than the last one.
Let's just put it this way. If you want to know how broken this game is, how many other games have you bought on release day that you've had to download an 11 gigabyte patch as soon as you put it into the console? 11 gigabytes. That's the size. Not even Grand Theft Auto's installation on PS3 is 11 gigabytes. You're telling me that I had to download an 11 gigabyte fucking installation file to fix your game? But we were playing 2K17 not too long ago. I think it might have been earlier today as of recording right now.
Yes.
And I showed you Neville's entrance, didn't I?
Yes.
What happened in Neville's entrance?
Neville's cape, it broke
Physics.
time and space itself.
It broke the space-time
Literally,
continuum.
It went in him, and then it went out, and literally, this would have caused a supernova or some kind of black hole or some kind of. It would have just ended the world.
I mean, we've probably got the clip somewhere.
It is just like, blah, like,
Let's just play the clip now. That is something that happened whilst I was showing Andy something. I was just literally in the middle of showing him something, and Neville's coat decided to enter a new fucking space of dimension and just swallow the whole arena, by the looks of it.
Here's the problem. Create Arena is also broken.
I was going to say, let's talk about your experiences.
Yes, I've created a Suplah Arena. Now, I don't know if I put it up because it's fucking broken. Literally, what you can do is, you know, like there's two walls.
Yes.
You can put these walls physically in the crowd.
Yep.
So, literally, if this was real, let's say it is, they would be crushed on top of people, killing them, and causing a horrible, horrible disaster, worse than anything you could possibly imagine in the history of planet. Like, literally, like, it was the worst thing in the world, and plus, it blocks the fucking view of everyone.
Yeah.
So, why in the hell would that make any sense? Also, any arena that I've created slows down the game and lags it to hell.
Does it?
Yeah, like, it lags it, like, I've noticed it goes slower, and then the replay is like this. I'm just like, oh, what is the point? What is the point? What is the point of giving me the option to create an arena if it doesn't run as fast? And then, there's other arenas in the game that you can't go in the crowd in. Like, you can't go in the crowd. And even that's crap, because it's not actually fighting in the crowd, it's just a giant fucking square.
Of nothingness.
Do not buy this game! I might take it back.
Here's another thing. I actually started playing the game before I downloaded the 11 gigabyte installation because I was like...
Oh, God, I had to download Goldberg twice.
Oh, Andy had to download Goldberg twice because it broke, didn't it?
I downloaded Goldberg, I go back on it, Goldberg's gone.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
What's happened? Andy.
I'm gonna go have a look at this.
So where you're from? I was originally born in Doncaster. I don't know if you knew that. Andy was born in a test tube in Germany. Yes. He's actually older than the Second World War. He was born to... Andy is a failed experiment to perfect the human body. As you can tell, he has failed. He was born in a test tube in Germany by Hans Mitter.
Oh, I know Hans Mitter.
Yeah, he's your father, isn't he?
Yeah. Do you have a bin?
Yeah, it's that way.
No wonder.
I didn't even look. Straight out the door. Where'd it go? Fuck, I got it in the living room. That's impressive. I didn't even turn around. So, as well as that, I actually downloaded the game. No, I didn't download the game. I bought the game, but I didn't install the 11 gigabyte patch that the game came with. And I was playing around. We were making, as you can see in the first episode of the game, we're making Derek, right? And we give Derek Summer Rae's stance in the game. Like in the menu screen, we give Derek Summer Rae's standing pose that she has. I don't fucking know. All I do know is that when I installed this 11 gigabyte patch, that option was now gone. You can't give them. So if you wanted to, you know how you can like make, I don't know, like Biggie, but you can make a classic Biggie from his NXT days, right?
Yeah.
You can give him Big E's classic NXT entrance, yeah? And make him a basically brand new character. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can't give him Big E stance that's in the game. You have to give him one of 2K's officially approved random...
But they were in the game.
That's the thing. It was an option in the game that they took out!
Wow.
And yet they still allow you to crush people in create an arena mode. It's like, didn't you have the WrestleMania like thing, and it was like higher than the fucking arena itself?
Oh yeah, in this Suplah arena, I've got the actual header, and it's in space. I don't know where it is, but you can never see it unless like you're like the Big Show and it pans up. You're like, what the fuck is that up there? Like that would be the only time you'd ever see it. It's just broken. And the worst thing about it is, I'm creating a character, just a random generic person for my career mode. There are less options than there were last year. How is that possible? Why? It runs on the same engine, so there's no point. It runs exactly the same as the old game. Why? There's no tattoos.
Do you know why? Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because they took some of those features out to put in Big Show 2000 and Triple H 2001.
No.
That's the sort of shit. People were like, would rather have more fucking wrestlers in the game than, you know, substance.
That's not... No, they're not more wrestlers. It's the same bloody thing. It doesn't matter. It's the same... Oh, this game.
I mean, let's put it this way. Would you rather have more created options
Yes.
or have Vader in the game? Vader!
I'd rather have creative options.
It's like last year, right? General Adnan, Colonel Mustafa. Why were they in the game? Why were they like wrestled one match? They wrestled one match. Why were they in the game? Anyway, we're not talking about last year's. We're talking about this year. On top of that, there's my career mode.
Which I've only just started.
So we've been playing it as Derek. We somehow fucking bypassed NXT.
Yeah,
Derek.
I don't understand that. So you bypass NXT. Is that just standard then? Because that happened to me.
Yeah.
And I'm now going for the US title, and Derek.
And yet Derek's going for the tag team title. But Derek debuted on Raw. You debuted on SmackDown. So I don't know, like, how this is supposed to work.
It doesn't. That's the joke.
That's the joke. We haven't played around with Universe mode yet, although I'm sure it's just broken as usual. Oh, yes, let's have The Undertaker in a feud with Heath Slater for the WWE Championship for 3 months. Yeah, that makes sense. Heath Slater won.
I'm just one dead man band.
Heath Slater won. Heath Slater's on a roll. Undertaker's getting furious that he keeps losing to Heath Slater, right? Right? So,
Hashtag 50 quid.
hashtag 50 quid. The game is broken. The game is inherently broken.
I might take it back, you know.
I have to keep it because we're doing live streams, aren't
I
we?
do like eating.
Yes. Take it. You can take it back. But on top of that, we may as well talk about the game that we got. We got it from a certain store that I won't name drop, even though I did kind of just generally name drop it just now.
Game.
Shh. They don't pay us money for advertising. We can't mention them because it sounds like we're advertising them. Anyway, we're not advertising them, and I'll tell you why we're not advertising them. So we spent 50 quid on this game, including a £5 deposit to pre-order it, right? You with me so far?
Yeah.
So we got the game.
Yeah.
We got Goldberg.
I'm just feeling my soul escape me.
Right, we got Goldberg.
Yeah.
They said it was 2 Goldbergs. It's not. It's 1 Goldberg with an alternate attire, right? It's not 2 Goldbergs.
Yeah.
Right? What else did they give us?
They gave us Goldberg. The DVD! His documentary! No, wait, they didn't. They gave us disc free and that was it.
Yes. They gave us a complimentary freebie of Goldberg's documentary that the WWE did. It's his greatest collections that they released a few years ago.
Is it his WCW stuff?
Oh, fuck no, Andy, it's not. Did you like his 1 year in WWE?
No, no one did.
Well, you can have a DVD of it for free.
Huzzah.
Do you want to see his WWE days?
No.
Oh, that's great. You have to pay for the whole fucking box set. They, honestly, the box... Actually, it's over there. Grab the box, Andy. It's under the plate.
Oh, and you complain about me not washing things.
Ta-da! Sit down. So, yeah, it was this. We got given this. As you can see, it is the Goldberg collection. Although, it's not the ultimate collection. I'll tell you why. 1 disc. What is it? What are numbers on the disc, Andy?
The disc says... free.
So, let's have a look at what it says, right? Oh, disc 1. Oh, disc 2. Let's move the disc out of the way. Oh, disc 3. So it says it should have 3 discs.
Okay, so what's on disc 3?
Hang on, no, we're not done yet.
Oh.
Right? It says it should have 3 discs, but we've only got 1. Oh, what's this? Hang on. What's this? In the very small writing next to disc 1. What's that say? Oh, available in the 3 disc set. Oh, do you want to see his WCW days? Well, fuck you!
Holy shit, you nearly broke the light and everything in your room.
Well, fuck you! You have to rebuy it. Which means that becomes fucking redundant because you have to buy the fucking set anyway. Right?
I'm fucking done. Fuck. I'm never buying these shit games again. Ever. I'm taking it back. I'm not gonna have time to play 2 games. What would I rather play? That or FIFA? Fucking FIFA. Because at least FIFA works. Sort of.
On top of that, there's one other major issue. What
issue is there?
Who is one of your favourite NXT wrestlers at the moment?
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Did you know he's on the disc?
Yeah, is he?
Yeah, but you have to pay to get him in the NXT pack that won't be released for another 2 months. Fuck off! Sorry. I'm sorry, right?
But you ordered the wrong pack. If you ordered the NXT... Shut up!
Oh yeah, the NXT pack, yes, sorry, my bad. There is the NXT edition. Oh, and what does the NXT edition have? It has the game with the Shinsuke character, along with Nia Jax, who's on the main roster. Oh, and Apollo Crews, who's also on the main roster. So, okay, NXT pack, interesting choice, because by the sounds of it, the NXT pack only has 1 NXT wrestler in it. Anyway, let's move on. It's got the Finn Balor fucking statue. Oh, it's got a trading card of Scott Dawson with the NXT TakeOver London canvas. Just a little bit of it, though, not all of it. Not allowed all of it, only a little bit, because it's got to go out to other people.
Why do you want to take a Scott Dawson?
Plus, I think that might be it.
Probably, yeah.
There might be something else, but I don't know what else
A
it
wanky
is.
stick.
Just a fucking stick that's just covered in semen. Just
There you go.
this is Vince's spaff because you just spent $100. $100 fucking dollars.
$100.
It was around $100 for the NXT edition. Around, because you got the Finn Balor thing, you got the trading card.
Oh, it said Billy Corgan suing TNA.
Can you get your phone up? Just be like,
We've got a new Tinder match.
okay, let's. We're recording a show. Oh my god, he's fucking texting a girl.
All right then, breaking news. Do the breaking news thing. That thing, yeah.
Let's just have that.
No, don't have that. Don't edit that. Right, as reported less than 1 hour ago, TNA President Billy Corgan, aka Smashing Pumpkins Man, filed a lawsuit against Impact Wrestling, their parent company Impact Ventures LLC, TNA Financial Officer Dean Broadhead, TNA Chairperson, brilliant, Dixie Carter, and even Dixie Carter's husband, Serge. His suit was filed in Chancery Court in Nashville, Tennessee, this past Wednesday. We've now learned that a temporary restraining order was approved, with Corgan filing a bond today to support it. A hearing has been scheduled next Friday, October 20th at 11:30 a.m. for a temporary injunction. Corgan has requested a 6-person jury to decide the outcome of the case. As of now, filings for the lawsuit have been sealed. We'll keep you developed. Yeah, whatever. So
He's filed a restraining order. So what the fuck is happening with TNA? So Billy Corgan, the president, or at least the kayfabe president, I don't know if he's a real president, but the kayfabe president of TNA has filed a lawsuit against the entire company, its parent company, Dixie Carter, her husband, and other major key figures. As well as that, he's put in a restraining order. Against who? Well, is the TNA logo just going to show up behind his door, just going, "Hello, Billy, please come back. I miss you, Billy." No, fuck off, TNA.
I need you, Billy.
So, Andy, just get the news up again. Let's just kind of double check.
He's filed a lawsuit.
Yeah.
So is the lawsuit...
It's a temporary restraining order. Okay, it's a temporary restraining order. So, yeah, Corgan has filed a temporary restraining order, although our sources have not said who against specifically. Can you talk?
I'm just confused. Like, so there's one way to take over a company. That's file a restraining order on everyone that works there. And you'll be the only one there going, "Fuck it, it's mine now." Like, is that what he's done? And he's suing them. Is that what's happening? What?
Now,
Why couldn't this thing just die? Because if it just died, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
this is
me.
more confusing than what WCW went through in its last days.
It's easier to liquidate the company than it is to do this shit.
And surely it's cheaper.
Probably, yes!
So, it has been reported on a few times in the past that the relationship between Billy and Dixie is strained, to put the nicest way. And now there's a restraining order and people are getting sued. But where's it all come from? Because last I heard, he was on the verge of buying the company. And I said in one of our latest episodes, I think it was in the breaking news Suplah that we did only a few days ago, I said I thought I was under the belief that Billy had purchased some of the shares from Dixie to take major ownership. But that can't be the case if he's filing a lawsuit. He won't file a lawsuit against his own company. So what does that mean? Does that mean he can't show up at... Well, they've done all their taping, so it's pointless to even mention that.
I think either Dixie was like, "I'm going to sell you the company," and then...
Just
he's
didn't.
Like, and then just didn't, and he's just like, "Well, fuck you, I'm going to see you."
Because Dixie, look,
I don't know.
here's a story I read on Reddit. It's not my story, obviously. It was apparently a story by your favourite man, head writer, extraordinaire, the man who killed WCW, Vince Russo. And he says that apparently...
Coughing!
He says apparently Dixie Carter didn't even know what kayfabe even meant. Bearing in mind, he said that this story happened when Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan had not too long joined the company. She didn't know what kayfabe meant.
How the fuck is that fucking company, a wrestling company. That's like Dana White not knowing what the word fight means. Like, what are you talking about? What the hell are you on about? Just.
Hang on, wait, can I get my bit in there?
It's still standing.
I was trying to tip over a chair, but it just staying up.
I'm begging this company to stop. Cease operations. Do not exist anymore. Go away. Stop. Just stop. WWE, don't buy the tape library. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Stop it. Stop it. Pull the plug. It's over. It's done. Stop it. They're suing each other and doing restraining orders.
You know what?
Stop.
WWE just needs to sit back for a little bit and just watch this fucking thing implode itself.
This isn't just an implosion. It's like an implosion within an implosion within an implosion. Implosionception. And that's the problem with this thing. It's just a mess. It's just a mess. Kill it with fire.
Do you think that somebody saw Marvel Civil War and just decided to reenact it behind the scenes of TNA? It's just like, you promised to give me this company. No, I didn't. Civil War. I mean, is that what's happening?
I have no words. I have no words. I don't understand how someone's run this company and has not known what the word kayfabe means. That's like saying, I don't understand what belts are. Like, that's stupid. And then on top of that, they're now suing each other, and there's now restraining orders on each other. I'm sorry, you don't see Triple H putting a restraining order on Vince, do you?
I fucking would love to see that.
What? That wouldn't make any sense. You don't see, I don't know, Dana White putting a restraining order on whoever owns UFC now. Just because he's the president. And it's just like, I don't like you. Like, it's stupid. It's beyond words how dumb this is.
And I think on that note, we should probably end it, unless there's anything else you want to add.
No, I'm emotionally checked out. I've been Andy Kwan.
I've been Liam Dunn.
Fuck me.
What is happening to TNA? Holy shit.
Stop existing. Please.
How much do you want to bet that next year we'll have TNA in WWE 2K18 and it'll still be broken? Oh my god. Did Matt Hardy program the game?
2K17.
I knew you'd come!
No, I knew you'd be shit.
Bye.
Okay.
So, you know the bottle challenge? When
Yes.
you flip it and it lands like that?
Yes.
Right? We're going to do it now.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. You just knocked everything over.
Why are you throwing water at my phone? What is wrong with you?